52% of Americans believes that President Trump will attempt to serve a third term. In the American Constitution, the 22nd Amendment states that presidents' terms can only be 2 full terms, totaling 8 years. Congressional Democrats are proposing a measure that would clarify the 22nd Amendment and explicitly state that a third term in office is forbidden. The amendment was ratified in 1951 after President Roosevelt was elected for 4 consecutive terms from 1932 to 1944. One of the first times that President Trump proposed the idea of extending his presidency past a second term was in 2020. In an April 2024 Time interview, Trump denied that he'd challenged the 22nd Amendment. In fact, he said that he'd only serve 1 term, that he'd do an excellent job, and that he'd leave after. After President Trump was re-elected, he did another interview with Time when he said that it was sad that being president wouldn't happen again. At a post-second term inauguration event in Las Vegas, President Trump said that it will be the greatest honor of his life to serve, not once but twice, or 3 times or 4 times. Upon hearing cheers from his crowd of supporters, he said, "Headlines for the fake news," before clarifying, "No, it will be to serve twice." 2 days later, when speaking to House Republicans in Florida, President Trump mentioned the money he's raised and his assumption that he can't use it for himself as he's not allowed to run again. At the February 20th Black History Month reception at the White House, President Trump told the audience that they should tell him if he should run again. They then proceeded to chant, "4 more years." Do you think President Trump can be re-elected, or should he retire?